Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new top 5 mints of the week, where we every single Sunday cover the 5 best mints happening on Solana over the next 7 days. And this week is actually a pretty good week for mints yet again. We have some really cool mints that I'm personally looking forward to this week. And even though we're in a pretty rough market, we have seen from multiple previous mints that there is still money to be made on mints like these. So that's why I want to share these projects with you guys. Now, as usual, I'm not going to go too into detail on them because the video would just be a bit too long, but all of the links will be down below so you can go and do your own research on them, because nothing I say is financial advice and all of that stuff. The links to my Twitter and my Patreon is also down below in the description if you want to check that out. But with that out of the way, let's dive right in to the first project. And the first project we have today is Fruits, just vibing on Solana. They currently have like 19,000 followers here on Twitter. First of all, taking a quick look at their artwork, this is basically what it looks like. Super like simplistic and colorful art. Kind of reminds me a bit of something like Cool Cats over on Ethereum, just super simplistic art, but they do get a good amount of engagement. And another reason I'm really interested to see how this one does is because this is the first project to launch on the Bifrost launchpad, which is Blocksmith Labs' own launchpad, of course. Here you basically have the mint details. They do have a pretty high supply of 7,777, and they're starting at a 2.75 Solana mint price. And when I say starting at, I'll show you exactly what that means soon. And they're launching on July 21st this week. So the reason I said that they're starting on 2.75 Solana is because the Bifrost launchpad actually has a dynamic mint price. So if we jump over to the Bifrost website, you can basically see what that means. So dynamic price minting for your public mint ensures you can capitalize on the demand and reach a fair price consensus while avoiding bots. During the public mint, the price starts at a set price and gradually increases as users mint and demand rises. Once the price reaches a ceiling, it begins to drop until it finds a floor. This process repeats itself until a fair mint price is found. So let's say that the mint price starts at 2.75 Solana and a lot of people starts minting in the first couple of minutes. Then the mint price might actually go up to, let's say, like 3.5 Solana, for example. And if it reaches a ceiling at 3.5 Solana and people just stop minting at that price because they think it's too expensive, the price will start dropping until people start minting again. So if it drops down to 3 Solana, people mint at 3 Solana, and if people stop minting at 3 Solana before it's sold out, the price will drop further until like 2 Solana, for example. And basically it just goes up and down depending on the demand until the collection is sold out. So that is really interesting, and I'm really interested to see how Fruits does this and how this entire system works, with Fruits being their first mint. And if you want to check out the Fruits roadmap, they have it pinned on their Twitter profile. They have the brand, which is the first part. Then they have fruit juices, basically making their own beverage company. They will also have merch services, and they're saying a bit more about their short-term plans. But yeah, Fruits is the first project in today's video. I'm really excited to see how it does, being the first project to launch on the Bifrost launchpad and stuff like that. I definitely think Blocksmith Labs will try to push this project a lot, because obviously a launchpad wants their first ever project to be really successful, because it doesn't really look good if the first project to launch on their launchpad is a huge failure. So Fruits is for sure a project worth having on your radar this week. Alright, moving on to the second project today, we have Cursed Valley Doll Club, coming soon from the shadows of Solana, plotting, planning, and dreaming of getting our revenge. They currently have like 30,000 followers right here on Twitter. First of all, taking a look at their art, this is basically what it looks like. It looks really interesting, basically, these dolls. Now, personally, I really like some of their sneak peeks, while some other ones are like okay. But overall, I do like their artwork and their mint details right here. Basically, they're minting on July 22nd on the new Noah's Ark launchpad. They're minting for 1.5 Solana with a 3,666 supply. So a pretty low supply and a pretty fair mint price as well, with 1.5 Solana. Personally, I definitely think like between 3 and 5k might be the best supply in this bear market, just because we have seen a lot of these higher supply collections just not do too well recently. So 3,666 with a 1.5 Solana mint price seems to be pretty fair in this market. And if we jump over to the website, they go a bit more into detail on their lore as well as their roadmap. The roadmap basically includes stuff such as stake to earn their revenge tokens, you have level ups, you have raffles, plus revenge utility, you have release roadmap 2.0. And the thing that I find the most interesting in the roadmap right now might be these level ups. So you can basically use your revenge tokens to level up your dolls. And basically legendary NFTs will be released weekly in limited drops. Holders who meet the requirements will be liable to upgrade, and their level 3 NFTs will be burned, reducing the overall supply of Cursed Valley dolls available. And then towards the bottom of the page you have their team members right here. So Cursed Valley Doll Club is for sure another pretty interesting project minting this week. And the Cursed Valley Doll Club team were nice enough to give us some whitelist pot to give away as well. So basically the 51st people to just go over to their Discord, say in the Ragnar proof channel that you came from this video, gets a whitelist spot. So there you go, the 51st people, you're welcome. Moving on to arguably the biggest mint this week, we have Sunnis. Will take your brain to another dimension, minting on July 20th on the OpenSea Launchpad. That's right, this is the first project to launch on the OpenSea Launchpad, which is one of the main reasons why I'm so interested in this project as well. First of all, just looking at their artwork, nothing too special. It's really like simplistic and colorful characters, as you can see right here. And jumping over to their Discord real quick, you can see all of the mint details. Obviously minting July 20th on the OpenSea Launchpad. They're minting for 3 Solana with an 8,888 supply, so a pretty high supply to mint price ratio in my opinion, especially in this market. We've seen a ton of other pretty hyped collections not being able to sell out with similar supply and mint price, like Shrouded Playground and stuff like that. So that's my only concern with this project. But then again, being the first project to launch on the OpenSea Launchpad, I definitely think OpenSea will push this project a lot as well, because as I mentioned earlier with the Bifrost Launchpad, it just wouldn't look good for OpenSea if their first project is a failure. So I definitely think OpenSea will do everything they can to make this project a success. And right here on their website, you basically have their roadmap, which includes staking for their potion tokens. Then you have Planet Soon 2D Metaverse with 10,000 apartments. Then you have a Mutant Roulette and Slot Machine will be available right after launch. So they will do their own casino type of game as well using their potion tokens. So overall, Sunnis is a really interesting project minting this week, and I'm just really interested to see how the OpenSea Launchpad works and if they're able to sell out their first collection. Alright, project number 4, we have dummies. 3,500 dummies vibing on the Solana blockchain. This is basically what their artwork looks like. Super colorful characters, as you can see, pretty like colorful and stuff like that. There are some things with the art I would personally like to see, like for example some more details and stuff, but overall I do like their artwork. And if we jump over to their Discord, you can see their mint details, and one of the things I like the most about this project is that they chose a really fair price to supply ratio. So they have a supply of 3,500 and they're minting for only 1 Solana, which seems to be really fair in this market. Low supply, pretty low mint price as well. They're minting on July 20th on the Solport Launchpad, which obviously is a great launchpad as well. Solport has usually been doing pretty well with the projects that they launch. I definitely think Dummies has made some really good decisions when it comes to deciding the supply, the price, as well as the launchpad that they will mint on. And right here you basically have their roadmap as well. You have the mint, you have first trailer of the Dummies racing game, because they are making their own game. Then you have first demo of Dummies racing game with bug hunting rewards, basically giving rewards to people able to find bugs in their game. Then you have Dummies marketplace for in-game properties. You have releasing the full Dummies racing game, as well as providing liquidity for their chill token. You will also have staking to earn their chill token. Then you have cars airdrop for Dummies holders. So if you hold their PFP project, you will get airdropped one of their cars that you will be able to use in their racing game. Now, I'm not sure what kind of timeline this is on. We don't really know how far into the future they're planning to release their game and stuff like that, but that's basically the roadmap right there. So Dummies is another really interesting project, launching on the Solport Launchpad on July 20th for a pretty fair price to supply ratio at 3,500 with 1 Solana mint price. Alright, now last but not least, we have Parrot Tools, Sol NFT copy trading platform. This is a pretty interesting platform. They're basically building their own tool, as you can tell. Now I will go over what this tool is and why I'm kind of worried about about it. Now, I do think it can be pretty cool, but I do also have some worries about it. But first of all, this is basically what their art looks like. Nothing too special, pretty colorful, simplistic parrots. They have a supply of 6,500 with a 2.5 Solana mint price. Now, these guys do seem to have quite a lot of hype and engagement, so I do think they might be able to sell out at least, even though we're in a pretty bad market right now and they have a fairly high supply and mint price. But if we jump over to their website, you can see a bit more about exactly what they're building. So basically, Parrot helps you find the best NFT traders based on your trading preferences, or if you're a good trader, you can earn passive income. So basically what you do, you go on their platform, and if you're a trader, you can connect your wallet to their platform and they will extract all of the trading data from your wallet, seeing if you're overall a profitable trader. Then they will show all of the best traders on a leaderboard, and then you can decide to subscribe to one of these traders. Basically, these different traders can choose a monthly subscription price to basically follow all of their calls. So if you're a good trader in the space and you get like 50 followers or members, for example, and let's say you charge 1 Solana per month to basically follow your trades, you can earn like 50 Solana a month, which is a pretty decent income, of course, and then the parrots will take 20% of that. The one thing I'm kind of worried about is that this might become a huge like pump and dump scheme, because let's say that the biggest trader on their platform has like 300 members, for example, and that trader goes and buys 5 NFTs off the floor of a collection, and then maybe 100 people wants to follow his trades and go and buys the exact same NFTs off the floor, and all of a sudden 100 or maybe even 200 NFTs just get swept from the floor, and maybe the 21st people that actually saw his call and followed his call might make some money, but the other ones just become exit liquidity and they're too late, and the trader basically has a guaranteed profit because he can just buy something, get 100 other people to buy the exact same thing, and just use those people for exit liquidity, which is kind of one of my worries about this platform. But overall, I do think it's a really exciting thing, and that might not happen. It's just something that I thought about, but overall I do think it's an exciting platform, and I am excited to see how many people will actually use it and subscribe to these different traders. So Parrot Tools is for sure a pretty unique tool in the space that I'm excited to see how we'll do. And there you go, those were basically the 5 projects in today's video. I personally like all 5 of these projects. I'm definitely gonna look very closely into minting all of these. Now the links to all of these projects is down below in the description if you want to check them out further. So is the link to my Twitter and my Patreon if you want to check that out. Let me know what you thought of these projects down below in the comment section, which one was your favorite and all of that stuff. Smash a like, subscribe down below if you got any value from today's video. Of course, with all of that out of the way, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.